Hello my friend and welcome to another video. In this one, I swear to you, if you can think like this in terms of the fat loss puzzle, you will never ever struggle to maintain a low body fat and build muscle on top of it and stay lean for the rest of your life. It is these small mindset shifts, the way that I see these things, my unique ways of seeing things that it's taken me years and years to learn, but we're here now and I'm just so nice that I'm saving you years and years of trial and error on your own. And we've got a big puzzle, right? Look at this. Look at this information. Oh my God, it's a bit of an information overload, but we're gonna run through it quickly. The fat loss puzzle. When calories get lower, the puzzle board gets smaller. Every food has to earn its place. Spat on the screen there, my bad. I'm just so enthusiastic about this. The fat loss puzzle. Every food has to earn its place. You have to see it like a puzzle, like pieces to the puzzle. Does this fit? Does this fit? Calories are the puzzle board. These are your calories. We're just using this as an example. This is your daily limit of 2,200 calories as an example. I'm not saying everyone should have it. You're unique. You're one of one. You cannot take an approach from someone else and apply it to you. You're different. You got different DNA, different genetics, different metabolism. Genetics, metabolism, not an excuse for you not gaining, but everyone's different. You need a system specific to you. Food is the puzzle pieces. Every food that you eat, it takes up space. How much space? You know, some more than others. Some are terrible, like some are so much space, but you have to work it out. Is it good for you specifically, for your goals specifically at that moment in time, depending on what phase you're in, okay? Protein is the picture. So let's say we have 180 grams of protein. The goal is not just the calories. Loads of people, you know, they focus on the calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is not going to get you lean. A calorie deficit is not going to get you the body that you want because it's all about body composition. It's all about looking better. You don't care about the number on the scale. You care about how you look. If you were 100 kilograms and lean and ripped and muscular, you wouldn't care about the number on the scale. But if you're 100 kilograms and you've got a belly the size of, I don't know, you can rest your breakfast bowl on it. You can have some Greek yogurt, some oats resting on your breakfast belly bowl. Then you're going to want the scale to go down. But that's only because of the way you look. It's not because of the number on the scale. And so many people get, you know, they fantasize over the number on the scale. If you looked like how you wanted to look, you wouldn't care if you were 50 kilos or 150 kilos. The scale is just there as an accurate representation to see if you're going in the right direction, right? See if your approach is working. The main rule, the question is not, can I eat this? The question is, does this fit in the puzzle that I'm trying to complete? So the example target, as I said, 2,200 calories, 180 grams of protein. This is going to be the main example throughout the whole video, so keep that in mind. You have two jobs. Your job one, stay within the calories. Job two is hit your protein goal. If you focus on nothing else, obviously there are other variables. If you focus on nothing else, just do these both every day. These are the needle movers. Calories without protein is incomplete. You can hit your calories and still fail the puzzle. Protein without control also fails, okay? Because protein matters, but calories control the fat loss. You have to be in a deficit to lose the fat, but you have to keep your protein high and hit your protein to gain the muscle. A lot of people in the fitness industry think this isn't possible. It's very possible. You just have to be more specific with your numbers. The winning puzzle. This is the puzzle we're building every single day. Calories in check, protein hit, full and satisfied. Very key there so you don't binge. And you have to perform and recover. A lot of people, they train to fuel their eating. You need to eat to fuel your training. There's a total difference there. Protein return, it's not just about the protein, it's protein for the calories it costs. So 150 grams of chicken breast, you have to see it like a bank account almost as well, right? Which is another video in itself. 248 calories, 46 grams of protein has been gained. Amazing. 120 calories, 20 grams of protein gained. Amazing. 130 calories, 18 grams of protein gained. Amazing. 140 calories, 12 grams of protein gained. That's good. Eggs are amazing. But what you want to be aiming for is a 1 to 10 protein to calorie ratio. There you go. Look, I'm just ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game. The 1 to 10 rule. A good fit is about 10 grams of protein per 100 calories. If you go into the shops, you don't know what to buy, there's a quick lunch out or something very specific and so useful when you're going out and you're trying to pick, what do I have? What do I have? There's so many things. There's so much stuff. Just look on the back. All right, per 100 calories. All right. It has 10 grams of protein. It has 15 even, it has 20. Oh my, this is unbelievable. But if it has 3 grams per 100 calories, it's not worth it. It's not going to fit in your puzzle. So 10 grams of protein for 100 calories is a very, very good fit and will fit in the majority of puzzles, every single puzzle really. Good ratio, here we go. Like we talked about, these foods specifically are amazing for that. I just picked up Greek yogurt from Costco, 0% fat Greek yogurt. It was 56 calories for 10 grams of protein. That's almost a 1:20 ratio. That's unbelievable. A bad ratio, 10 grams of protein for 300 calories. Terrible fit. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So when you see these high protein meals, high protein this, high protein, it's a marketing scheme. You're either going to be a victim or you're going to be smart enough to notice it. You notice how the chicken breast, how the steak, how the chicken thighs, how the 5% to 20% fat beef mince, how the 2% fat turkey mince, turkey steaks, anything that is actually the best quality, eggs. Do you see them plastered? High protein. No, you don't. They just don't have that on there. They want to sell you the terrible stuff. It's a video in itself. I'm not going to dive too deep into that rabbit hole, but have a think. Have a think. Lots of calories, not enough protein. You get caramel frappes, high protein. Chocolate chip muffin, high protein. No, it's not going to fit. Stay away from it. 10 grams of protein. You see, oh my God, that's amazing. But it's 300 calories. It doesn't fit in the puzzle. Pieces to the puzzle, pieces to the puzzle, pieces to the puzzle. Keep that in mind. Food A versus food B. Now, you can have a steak here, food A. You can have some chicken breast here, food. But 800 calories in this whole meal with the steak, with the mash, with the green beans, only gets you 40 grams of protein. It's like, what, 1 to 5? Although steak is amazing, it doesn't fit. You've got chicken breast, broccoli, a little bit of couscous here, the double up on the couscous. 400 calories, 40 grams of protein. Amazing, 1 to 10. Same protein, but it's a different cost of calories. You need to make this mindset switch, because then it really makes it simple for you. You can go in and you can just pick out immediately, make a meal immediately. Does that work? No. It doesn't fit in the puzzle. It doesn't fit in the puzzle, and everyone has a different puzzle depending on their goals. So expensive protein. Some foods give you protein, but the cost is too many calories. 800 calories for this steak. Steak is amazing quality, but if you're trying to lose fat, it's going to make it hard to stay in that deficit. So yes, the quality is amazing, but if you have 10 steaks in a day of this, you're having loads of protein. You're having 8,000 calories. You're going to get fat on steak. So it doesn't matter if it's healthy or not. If the calories are too expensive, it doesn't fit. 700 calories, 40 grams. No. 600 calories, 20 grams. Absolutely not. 500 calories, 28 grams. Absolutely not. High calories, modest protein. It's a very poor trade. Don't make that trade. Efficient protein. These foods give you more protein for fewer calories. You've got things like chicken breast. This is like turkey, right? White fish, amazing without the batter. I know we love our fish and chips in the UK. Big up the lads. But when it's battered, that could triple the calories. It's ridiculous how much is in that batter. It's all fried shite anyway. Shrimp or prawns, tuna in a tin. Now this, I would never recommend eating it raw. I remember the days, my days, I would never do that ever again. But it's unbelievable. It's like for 100 calories, you get 20 to 25 grams of protein. Absolutely unmatched. Cottage cheese here, 0% fat Greek yogurt. All of these are amazing. They're staples in my diet, right? Calories buy more than food. Calories should buy more than just the taste. Taste is dopamine. Food was never supposed to taste good. I hate to break it to you, but think of the cavemen. Did they care about their paprika seasoning? No, they cared about survival because their body needed it to survive. If it didn't exist 200 years ago, you shouldn't be eating it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, have a bit of chocolate every now and again, of course, enjoy whatever. But your body is never craving that. Your dopamine, your mind is craving that. So it should buy the protein, but it should buy fullness. It should buy enjoyment, consistency, recovery, performance, all of these. If you can get all of these out of one food choice, unbelievable, absolutely amazing. Calories by protein. Protein helps maintain and build the muscle. We want to be building muscle in that fat loss phase as well. So many people, well, that's not possible. They just have the mindset that they've got to sacrifice muscle to lose the fat. That's absolutely not how it works. Calories should buy the fullness as well. Fullness makes the diet easier to stick to. High volume equals high fullness. Now, this isn't protein, but potatoes, sweet potatoes especially, high in fiber, slows down digestion. And then on top of that, you can have so much volume. It's a double bonus, mate. You want to be including foods like this. Berries, amazing, fill you up. all the greens. I know we don't like them, but they're an amazing tool. You have a bit of chocolate, fewer calories, less fullness. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You're scratching your dopamine. Stop scratching your dopamine. Calories should buy performance. Foods help you train hard. Food should help you train hard. Fuel before you train. You can have your oats. You can have your potatoes. You can have your white rice. White rice is amazing for before the gym and after the gym. Fast digesting. That is exactly what you need. That's a whole video in itself. Push hard in the gym. Effort equals growth, which are why carbs are so important as well. Refuel after you train as well. Carbs are your recovery. After training, you should not be having the first thing is protein. You should be having fast digesting carbs, same as before. Use your calories, don't waste them. Fuel your potential. Calories should buy recovery. Smart food choices help you recover better, help you recover faster. The calories that you eat should all go to repairing, refueling, and getting stronger. The fewer calories, make them count for recovery. You need to make every single thing that you put in your mouth have a use. Does it have a use? Is there a use for it? Think before you eat, before you put it in your mouth. Does this have a use to my body? Why am I putting this in my body? Is it my brain? Is it my dopamine? Or is it actually it will have a function? It will benefit me in some way. They should buy consistency, your calories. The best plan is the one that you can repeat time and time again. That's why it's so easy to get results for me and my clients, because they're just loving what they're doing day in, day out. If you're going on some keto diet, don't get me started on keto, you're cutting out your favorite food group of carbohydrates. Of course you're going to lose the weight, because the majority of that weight in the first week is glycogen and water. So it's not actually fat, which is why in the first week you're like, oh my God, this guy's the best coach ever. Yeah, he's just told you to cut out your favorite food group so you suffer. And then that's probably why you've gone on keto 2 or 3 times, because you've not learned how to implement your favorite food group. And then you've gone through the motion. He's told you to eat what you're going to eat. Then you lose it, and then you put it back on faster because you never learned how to implement carbs, your favorite food group, into your diet, which is a necessity. Calories fuel your plan, not just your meal. Consistency, you got to repeat it. Find foods that you love, and they're healthy. No one that works with me comes to me and eats chicken and rice, unless they enjoy it. If they enjoy it, that's a totally different thing. Not a lot of people enjoy bland chicken and bland rice. What are you doing? How can you eat that for the rest of your life? My goal, my aim is that I tell all of my clients, if you cannot eat this for the rest of your life, scrap it. We need something new. You should love what you're eating. I can eat whatever I can eat my diet. I don't even like the word diet because it has a negative ideology around it that you've got to be restrictive. I hate that word as well. Strict, I hate that word. But I can have it for the rest of my life. That is why I love it, and that is why it's so sustainable. Calories can buy enjoyment as well. Enjoyment is allowed. I'm not telling you should suffer, definitely not. That's number one. You need to enjoy your diet, otherwise it's a ticking time bomb. 2-3 weeks into keto, you're going, I can't stick to this. It's horrible. What are you doing, mate? You should never have started it in the first place. Your body loves carbs. It should be good choices, something you enjoy, and then you can stick to it. If you're never counting the days, then it shows you enjoy your diet. People go, I'm 18 days strong on keto. My guys work with me and they're 2 months in, seeing the best results ever. And they're like, oh my God, how's 2 months gone by? Because they love what they're doing. If you love what you're doing, you're not going to look at the clock, are you? Jesus, man. The puzzle board will then get smaller. So as you go down in body fat, as you go down in weight, it's normal that your body is going to plateau. Your weight's going to plateau. Totally normal. Don't stress out, right? And this is the perfect example. So we're going to go through it now. When calories get lower, the board gets smaller. Actually think about this. Think about it like a puzzle. The board will get smaller. Now you've got fewer pieces that fit. More calories, you have more room. Fewer calories, less room. And then you go even fewer calories in the final weeks of fat loss. If you're in the 10 to 12%, 8% maybe, there's fewer room. Little to no room for error. Less calories, less room, fewer random choices. You need to focus on protein, fiber, keeps you full, and nutrient-dense foods. The important pieces always fit. So let's say you're on 2,800 calories. More room, more flexibility. I'm actually on 2,800 calories right now. You have all the muscle building, the more energy, the better focus, enjoy food. Fuel your body, live your life. You should fuel your body to literally enjoy your life. It should not be suffering. Everyone thinks that to get a body that you want, you have to suffer. No, you don't. You can enjoy it. And that's what loads of people don't understand. You can genuinely enjoy what you're eating. You can and get the body that you want. So you have to make that mindset switch that it doesn't have to be Like, oh, I've got this cloud over my head every day. I hate my life, but I've got a good body. No, what's the good body if you hate doing it? You should love the body you have, love the diet that you're on, and loving the journey that it took you to get there. Then you go down to 2,400 calories. You cut your calories. You have some flexibility. Most good food fits. But the choices, they start to matter. You can still fit in a chocolate here and there. Avocado, which is actually calorie dense. Bad for fat loss when you go down because it takes you 20, 30 minutes. We'll go over that, but it just isn't worth it, avocado, and I'll explain why. Then you go down again, 2,000 calories now. It's a tighter puzzle. Good choices fit, poor choices no longer fit. You could fit in a bit of chocolate over here, a bit of sweet stuff. Now these don't work. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. You have to fuel your goals so that every single piece counts now. We're getting a lot stricter with what we can have, but we're liking what we have. All the way down, we're liking it. Do you actually see something here that you go, bleh, oh my God, I can't have a bit of chicken breast. I can't have fruit. Oh, I can't have Greek yogurt with honey or sweet. No. Well, if you are, like, maybe you just need to sort your taste buds out, mate. This is good food, it's nice. But then you go down again. 1,800 calories. It's a very tight puzzle. Most foods now have to earn their place. You have to earn it. These don't count. You got the cinnamon rolls. Oh, I love a cinnamon roll, me. A little pizza slice, right? You got cookies, you got chocolate, all of the bad stuff. They don't fit anymore. No room forever. 1,600 calories. Now, you should not be maintaining this, and I'll go into this down here, but 1,600 calories attributes to 8% body fat. The lower in calories you go, the lower body fat that you need to be because you're really pushing it. You should not be at all on this amount of calories for a long period of time. Should be a couple of weeks, I mean maybe a month max, but you don't need to be on this low calories unless you're competing, unless you're doing it for an actual reason other than your ego. I've been there, I've actually been down here. I've been on 1,500 calories before, and I was, honestly, my body was dying inside, and I was all doing it because I was obsessed with what I saw in the mirror. Very, very poor choice from me. There's no room for poor choices down here though. Every piece counts, you got to build it right. You cannot have any of these. You just can't, right? You cannot have any of these. And avocados, you definitely can't have, right? 2 calorie dense, mate, right? 2 calorie dense. Is it a healthy source of fats? Amazing. Doesn't work. 20% body fat. More body fat that you have means more room to work with. You've got a bigger puzzle here, right? 15% body fat. This puzzle is now getting a little bit smaller, 12%. You're on 2,000 here. Getting a little bit tighter, the puzzle, 10%. Now every piece matters. 8% is extreme condition. You should not be staying at 8%. It's not healthy. Anything sub 10% is not healthy. It just isn't good for you. You should not be having that little amount of fat on you unless you're competing. As I said, it's not for year-round maintenance. Then the leaner that you get, your food choices must become more precise. So 20% body fat, you've got a bigger puzzle. As we've gone through this, but I want to really drill it into your mind. The puzzle just gets smaller. You have to be more strict, and I don't like that word, but you do. You have to have more discipline to say no, the smaller the puzzle gets. The more that your weight drops, the more that your body fat drops. It's just what needs to happen, right? I'm just laying it all out for you. Whether you do it or not is up to you. But this is the reality of it. Bad fit does not mean bad food. There's no food that is banned. I want to make this clear. This is not something where you should see food as an enemy because that's how you actually develop food. You know, I don't know. It's just like, it's a disorder almost. I had it at one point where you're not seeing it as food, you're seeing it as how many calories has that got in it. I'm guilty of it, but I'm aware of it now. I am aware of it. Pizza, it's allowed. It's just a very expensive puzzle piece. It's a huge piece. It's so high in calories. It's very easy to overeat. There's low protein return for the calories. You could do thousands. What is a Domino's pizza? 2,000, 3,000? Mate, you can go insane on the pizzas. Chocolate and sweets. Calories disappear fast. This is just for dopamine. They give you no fullness at all. High calorie cost, gone in minutes, and it's easy to eat, but the calories are just too high. Pastries, biscuits, same thing goes there. Crisps and chips, same things go there. Takeaways, same there. They're more expensive. You should not be, it's got a big calorie bill, less room for the rest of the day. If you want to do that, it's fine, but you have to understand the sacrifice. Fast food and meal deals. It's the exact same thing for all of these, just different examples. They're more expensive. Are you willing to pay the price? I personally am not. Are you? Okay, if you are, that's fine. Look at the little avocado down here. Healthy can still be expensive. Healthy does not always mean it's easy to fit. Now, all of these are healthy. Granola, given it doesn't, I actually make my own granola, but all the granola that you see is all, you know, rapeseed oil, all these terrible oils for you. Just don't have them. but avocados, nuts, olive oils, all of these things are healthy, but sometimes they've got very high calories. Avocados, very high calories. Nuts, people think, oh, it's high, no, nuts are high in fats. You have to have 1,000 million nuts to get 20 grams of protein. And it's like, oh, it's ridiculous calories. It's just unbelievable. Olive oil, I think we all know how calorie dense that is. This is what I'm saying. A healthy food doesn't mean that it's got a cheap price. It's expensive in terms of calories. 200 to 300 calories, right? A better fitting piece would be berries. You can have this, like a small portion of berries, 60 calories, 50 to 100. Vegetables, so much volume, so it's gonna fill you up. Fiber as well. You see where I'm going with this? You just have to curate your meals wisely. But this is how much it actually costs, and I want to give you an example. 20 to 30 minutes on average on incline walking, this incline walking, not just steps, is what it takes to burn this. Me, because of the texture as well of an avocado, it's soft, right? Goes down like nothing. I could have one of these in less than a minute. So you're trading a minute of your time. This is a different perspective. For 20 to 30 minutes to burn it off. It doesn't make sense. Oils, nuts, and peanut butter. Tiny servings, so you can have one bite and it's a huge cost. Some fruit pieces are more expensive as well. Dates, I love them. I use them to go to the gym, fast digesting carbohydrates. Bananas, they're very easy to eat, 100 calories per banana. Dried fruit, very high in sugar. All of these things, they can add up quite fast if you overeat them, so you have to be careful. Again, healthy doesn't mean that it's a cheap calorie cost. Good fitting foods. These pieces make the puzzle way easier, right? You've got chicken breast, white fish, 0% fat Greek yogurt, vegetables, prawns, low fat cottage cheese. Low fat is key. Fat is very, very high in calories. I think it's nine calories per gram of fat. Protein and carbs, 4. It's over double. 0% fat, it's one of these switches alone can lose you all that way. It can literally be the difference between you having 1,000 calories or 2,000 calories. That is just eating the same foods, just swapping to the low fat option. So you have to make sure that you have the high protein return, high fullness, lower in calories, easy to stay on track. I have some clients that are on 1,800 calories in their last few weeks. As I said, it's not maintainable, and they're struggling to eat their food because it's so much volume. But it's so much volume, but it's not so much calories. All calories in calories. It's going to feel like you're eating more than you did before when you were putting on weight and you're losing weight and you're eating more in terms of quantity, but you're actually taking in less in terms of calories. Lean protein first. Start with the pieces that give you the best return. All of these give you the best return. If you start your day and you get ahead and you have, let's say, 1,000 calories for 100 grams of protein, the rest of the day becomes easy. It's like you start your morning good. The rest of the day is easy because you've had a good morning. You have to build the puzzle around the lean proteins first. Chicken breast, turkey breast, high in protein, low in calories. These are amazing. Chicken breast and turkey breast, especially turkey breast. Oh, unbelievable. It all depends on taste as well, which is why I'm giving you so many options. Lean mince, so 5% fat. Beef mince is unbelievable. 2% fat turkey mince. You can mix it with vegetables to then further get more volume. Then with carbs as well. Sweet potatoes, so much volume. Potatoes, so much volume for little calories. It just makes sense. The leaner mince gives you more room in the puzzle. Do you see where I'm going? You have to see it like a puzzle. White fish, tuna and prawns, again, amazing. They're lean seafood. Some people don't like them, but I'm giving you all the options. There's no room for failure here. 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0%, 0% Greek yogurt. And low-fat cottage cheese. Always go with the lowest percent fat that you can if you're trying to, have less calories. You have to do that. It makes it so much easier to eat more and get less calories. Egg whites, amazing as well. Doesn't have the yolk in it, which is very calorie dense. Fats, again, healthy fats, yes, but it's calorie dense. Just because it's healthy, it doesn't mean that it doesn't cost you a lot in terms of calories. Sweet potatoes and potatoes. Same with vegetables. Berries and lower calorie fruits. Low calorie sauces. All of these are amazing because if you curate them and you literally pick out of all of these, you make your day out of all of these options. The lean proteins, what we've just gone through first, the chicken breast, turkey breast, the lean minces, the white fish, the tuna and the prawns. These are all your protein sources that you should be having. If you're not having these protein sources, then what are you doing? Because you're going to be hungry, you're going to binge, you're going to have those cravings because you're not curating your day around the correct foods. The wrong way. This is the wrong way. Do not curate your day out of this early on. Calories wasted early. You're having chocolate, you're having sweets, a granola bar, sugary cereal. Why are you starting your day with cereal, man? Protein's left too late and then it's a panic at the end of the day after work or something. Hunger hits at night. That's it. downward spiral, you've had 5,000 calories when you were good all day because the cravings have hit at 11 p.m. The puzzle does not fit. Look, this is what your puzzle looks like, mate. You're trying to fit pieces into something that doesn't work. The right way, protein first, vegetables and volume second, and then carbs around training. Carbs are very, very important. Prioritize them around training. Protein is number one. Have that volume as well, because these are, like, you can literally have a bowl of lettuce, it'll be 50 calories, or like less than that. Like, I think a serving of it, or 100 grams is like 15 calories or 10 calories. You don't even have to track them, right? I track them because I'm a bit of a psychopath, but you don't have to. All of these are amazing. Carbs around your training. You want your pre-workout, you need to top up your glycogen. You have to think about it like a muscle tank, or like you wouldn't take your car out, would you, if it didn't have any fuel in it, if you didn't fill up the tank. So why are you taking your muscles to the gym if you don't fill up your muscle tank? Same thing. These small ways of seeing things and these analogies really should open up your eyes, right? You want the fast digesting carbs, easy carbs, fast energy, quick energy. You want it to spike your glycogen. These are complex carbs as well. Sorry, missed this. These are really, really good. These will keep you full. Sweet potatoes for fat loss is unbelievable. So when I hear people go, yeah, I gotta cut the carbs. No, mate, don't be cutting the carbs. My ears are hurting. Fats strategically, right? They're very useful because they slow digestion, but they do take up a lot of space. So do keep that in mind. And you need fats in your diet, but you do not need a lot of them. If you overeat your fats, those calories are just going to add up very quickly. Treats, but only if they fit. You know, you want a little sweet treat sometimes. I know. You can only have them if they fit, right? So you have a good diet. You have your hydration, which is very key for your body functioning. We're like 70% water. Does it fit? If it fits, you've had a good day, you've hit your protein, you've hit your calories, and you've got 200 calories left. If you want to have a cookie, have a cookie. I'm not going to stop you having a cookie, mate. No one should stop you having that cookie if you've earned it. You've earned it that day. But a better treat example would be a sweet treat that is high protein, easier to fit in. 0% fat Greek yogurt. This is my favorite, with fresh berries, a light drizzle of honey and cinnamon. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go downstairs and have one of those in a second. No food is banned. I want to make that very, very, very clear. You can technically fit any food inside your puzzle, but not every single food is equally useful, right? Treats, they're fine if you can fit them in. But fitting them in means your calorie goal and means your protein is hit. So if you can get your protein out of the way early on, let's say we were to use the example of 2,200 calories and 180 grams of protein, then if you hit those calories in, let's say you hit 180 grams of protein in 1,800 calories, you've got 400 calories to play around with. Yeah, you can have a bit of chocolate. Fill that 400 calories with whatever you want. You're still in a deficit at the end of the day. Your protein's still been hit. So that is up to you. Obviously, it's better to have whole foods, but I'm not going to stop you doing that. You're still progressing. You've still hit your numbers that you need to hit. Some foods become way too expensive, right? The leaner that you get, the more expensive some foods become. As we've talked about, some foods, they just don't fit, and you have to keep in mind things like this. Look, all of these are healthy. You got one ingredient peanut butter, nuts, oils, avocados. Now these are the unhealthy ones, but they all go in the high calorie cost, no matter if they're healthy or unhealthy. They're still high in calories. They're still a higher cost. Whole foods work better. Whole foods can give you more protein, more fullness, and better recovery, like I said before. If it didn't exist 200 years ago, it's been created by man. Why has it been created by man? For money, right? They're trying to get the dollar out of you. Think about it. Make the day fit before you eat. Build the puzzle before the day builds you. If it gets away from you, just have a little plan. People think it takes so long. If you curate your day, then you can earn the treat at the end. This is what I do. I'll have a sweet treat every now and again, but I've earned it through a good day of eating, through a good day of dieting. The fat loss puzzle method. That is everything from A to Z. You need to understand this, because this way of thinking alone, like fitting pieces to the puzzle, is what is the difference between you being in shape and you not being in shape. Are you going to be in shape, or are you not going to be in shape? The decision is up to you. The foods that you have, totally up to you. Every single thing is up to you, but more foods, no matter if they're healthy or not healthy, they're still expensive in terms of your calorie bank that you've got. Spend your calories wisely. Make sure your protein's hit. Make sure your calories are hit, because those two numbers are the main needle movers. Then you go into carbs, which are very, very important for training, before, after. They're so, so important. But I've waffled on long enough. I'm hoping that you respect the effort that I've gone through to create this. I'm terrible at making these boards, but I love sharing the inside of my brain because the goal is that you watch this and it helps out in some way. If this video reaches out to someone and it helps just one person, the hours and hours and hours that I've spent on this and then making this video, doing it 3 or 4 times because I'm one of them analysis paralysis people, if it helps one person, it was worth it. But if you do want that little bit of extra help, you do want that hand because this isn't enough and there's so much more that goes into it. You need to know your own numbers. This was an example. If you do need that extra hand, you need that accountability, which is key because it's not an information issue. Someone's saying this, someone's saying this. They're both in shape. They might both be on steroids and lying to you. But the problem is that there's too much information. Everyone's confused and they don't know what to do. They don't have to work out their numbers. They don't have to have a specific system to them. You cannot apply something to someone else and hope that it's going to work for you. Bro, what are you eating? It doesn't matter what I'm eating. It matters what you're eating. It doesn't matter what I'm eating. You can't copy me because I'm different to you. If you do need that extra hand, you do need to be held accountable. And you do need weekly check-ins one by one with a system specific to you that adjusts every single week to guarantee you results because fitness is biology and it works first time. If you put in the work, it works first time. If that is you, there's going to be a Calendly link in the description down below. It's to hop on a call with me personally. I don't have some salesman or send you off to someone else. It's a call to see if we're a good fit, to see if I can actually help you. If I can't help you, then I'll help you in some way on that call. And I'll send you in the right direction, right? Coaching might not be for you. We might not be a good fit. You might not like my personality. You might not like my way of coaching. But if we're going to be together for 6 to 12 months, we have to have this call just to see if we're a good fit. The results are absolutely unbelievable. Just make your way over to my Instagram. That will also be in the link in the description. But it's been a pleasure having you here. If you have stayed the whole way, leave a comment, let me know. I really, really do appreciate it. This is a lot of effort. So let me know if you like these videos. I'm just trying to show you the inside of my brain because all of these little tricks here and there, they make it so much easier to stay in shape because when you see it like a fat loss puzzle, you understand, is that worth it? And it's actually, all jokes aside, it's actually very interesting to see what you're putting in your body. That's quite high in calories. That's quite, oh, I didn't know that. But if you do need that extra hand, as I said, Calendly link for a one-to-one call with me personally in the description. I hope to see you there. Make your way over to my Instagram if you need any other free resources. Reach out to me. I'll help in any way I can. But thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.